Hey Canucks fans, the Canucks have just signed Swedish forward Nils Hoglander to a 3-year entry-level deal. Today we're going to talk about his potential. I'm Clay Emo, I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter, I'm at Clay Emo on Instagram, I'm the founder of the GLCBC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Wednesday, April the 29th. This is where I provide Canucks insight that's both positive and timely. And thanks for your feedback already to my interview that I posted this morning with James Duthie. Had so much fun. I encourage you to check it out. It's a very quick 39 or 40 minutes, whatever the video is. And he has so many good stories, an amazing storyteller, very gracious guy. So please check out my interview with James Duthie from earlier today. But the Canucks making some news, signing their second round draft pick from the 2019 draft. Nils Hoglander was picked 40th overall near the start of that second round. And that draft was here in Vancouver, you might remember. And the Canucks have signed him this morning to a 3-year entry-level deal. So this is good news. There wasn't anything that we were worried that wasn't going to happen. So I wouldn't say it was a slam dunk, but it happened pretty quick actually. And now we can look forward to at least the next 3 years with Hoglander being in Canucks uniform. We don't have to worry about him burning a year this season. This season's so weird already, but he's not going to come up and play a few games and burn a year this year. In fact, I fully expect him to start the year in Utica next season, whenever next season is, and maybe a chance of getting a call-up, but I wouldn't realistically expect him to be in the lineup until the season after next, which would be the second year of his 3-year deal, if that makes sense. A lot of guys do that, right? They play 1 year in Utica, and then they come up in their second year. That's not to say that he can't have a chance to make the lineup, or he won't have an opportunity to make the lineup coming out of training camp next season, but I just think, generally we're pretty, our top 6 forwards are quite full, depending on what happens with Tyler Toffoli, I guess. And there's really no rush for Hoglander given how youthful he is. This guy is a skilled player. In fact, Jim Benning says this: Nils is a dynamic player with a high skill level and a strong work ethic. He's a creative playmaker with great hands and goal-scoring abilities. We're pleased to sign him today and look forward to seeing continued development in his game next season. You might remember him. He's scored 2 of these lacrosse-type goals in the past. One in the Swedish Hockey League, where he's played for the past 2 seasons, and another one at the World Juniors, actually. You guys might remember it. He tied up the game. Finland was beating Sweden 1-0. Then Hoglander did the lacrosse-type goal and scored, making it 1-1 in that World Junior game. So he's not afraid to try these gutsy plays. And a lot of people, when we picked him 40th overall, started the second round last June, a lot of people were saying that was a steal, that he could have been a late first rounder. I didn't hear anyone saying that he would be a high first rounder, but a late first rounder. So for him to follow the Canucks in the second round, pretty good, because like I said, of his skill, he's got really, really good hands, and he's a very determined player. And some people, not a lot, but some people were even more excited about Hoglander than they were about Vasily Podkolzin, who we picked 10th overall in the first round. So excited about the 2019 draft class, because you have Podkolzin and you have Hoglander. And man, I always talk about, imagine a top 9 in 2 or 3 years from now, and presuming, let's just pretend that Toffoli stays and signs long term. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but I love it. Imagine a top 9 of, it doesn't matter who plays with who, Pettersson, Besser, Miller, Toffoli, Horvat, Pearson, Hoglander, Podkolzin, and then throw another guy in there, Gaudette or Jake Virtanen or whoever you want to throw in there, maybe Colin. But to have Hoglander and Podkolzin knocking on the door to be in our top 6 within a couple seasons, that's really, really exciting. So again, Hoglander played 2 years in the Swedish Hockey League, and I expect him fully to battle for a spot out of a camp. And if he doesn't get one, there's nothing wrong with starting the year in Utica. Maybe he's a call-up in mid or late season. Maybe makes the Canucks straight out of the gate. Or what I'm guessing is he's going to do 1 year in Utica, build up his strength still, build up his maturity, get used to the North American pro game, so to speak, and then be ready to make the team the season after next season, which would be 2021, 2022. And that would only be year 2 of his 3-year entry-level deal. So there we go, Canucks fans. Some really good news today. Nils Hoglander signed to a 3-year entry-level deal. So my question to you, the question of the day is this: what's his ceiling? What's the ceiling for his potential? He's a left winger, so right now ahead of him on the depth chart, so to speak, would be JT Miller, and Tanner Pearson's been playing on the left wing quite a bit as well, on Bo Horvat's left side. That doesn't mean he can't replace Pearson, but he's not going to do that next season. It might take 2 or 3 years, and who knows if Pearson will even be here after his current contract ends. So it's kind of actually hard to guess what the Canucks forward situation is going to look like in 2 years when I think Hoglander will actually make the team. But his potential is probably a top 6 forward. I wouldn't go and say he's a top top line forward, but I'd say he's a top 6 guy for sure. And with his skills and with his offensive ability, you want him playing in your top 6. You don't want him kind of buried in the bottom 6. So that's what I see Hoglander turning out to be. But it's so early. I'd love to be proven wrong, but I see him as a second line left winger for sure. But if he is able to get some power play time and do some spot relief on the top line once he matures, that's pretty cool too. But we got a lot of time to worry about that. He's only 19 years old right now, and this is the start of hopefully a really good and long and prosperous career with the Vancouver Canucks. We seem to do well with young Swedish players, so hopefully Nils Hoglander will not be an exception. Canucks fans, let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. I love to read, react, and reply. Subscribe if you like to. Like this video if you like to. And don't forget, tonight, 10 o'clock, live on YouTube for my weekly YouTube live stream. We can talk about Hoglander, we can talk about James Duthie, we can talk about whatever you want, and we can check in with each other as well. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.